Good Wednesday morning, friends, or afternoon, or evening, or whenever you happen to be joining together. This is our Wednesday morning time to pause together, to think about together, where have we seen God at work in the world, at work in ourselves. For those who I don't know, I'm Reverend Jennifer Finley, our Momentum and Discipleship Pastor at First UMC here in Kirksville. And today we are pausing together. We are also pausing together with the students at Truman State University. I am at the north end of Truman's campus. Some of you may recognize that. I'm looking out onto a beautiful spring day across the quad, and it's quiet. It feels like campus is pausing, for it is indeed reading day, which is day in the middle of the week where students pause to take a deep breath in between finals and sleep in a little bit and finish the rest of the couple of days of finals that are left, and then the spring semester will be finished. And I came here to this particular part of campus, this north entrance to campus, for I have long loved this particular space. It's hard to see behind me, but there's an entryway into campus, a couple of steps up, and some stone benches, and then a couple of gates or markers. One has all of the names that the university has been known by over the years, and one has a quote that says something along the lines of "Enter to serve and enter to grow in wisdom, depart better to serve." And I come back to this place and that idea every single year as we approach the beginning and the end of the academic year, because it reminds me of the ways in which this particular campus community, but all communities in general, campus communities, are used to gathering in new ways every year, the way that community is used to forming and reforming. And it reminds me that even before COVID, our campus communities were good at that. That is part of what they did. It's part of their DNA, this coming and this going. Faculty coming and going, students coming and going, the energy that comes at the beginning of a new school year with new students, and the relief that comes at the end of a semester. And this year has been no different, even though it has been a unique one in COVID times. And so I came back here, and I thought I would share it with you because I've been thinking about the ways in which we all have had to trust and continue to trust that God is in the midst of our forming and our reforming, that God is in the midst of community coming and going and gathering in new ways. I was thinking of this psalm, Psalm 121. I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from where will my help come? My help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun shall not strike you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time on and forevermore. The Lord keeps our going out and our coming in, and keeps that process as it happens over and over again in our lives, in our families, with our students, with our churches and our organizations. And so my prayer for myself, for our students, for this campus community, but for all communities, comes from Isaiah 55. It is in a part of Isaiah where God is casting a vision for what it might look like for exiles to return home. It says, "For you shall go out in joy and be led back in peace. The mountains and the hills before you shall burst into song. and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. For you shall go out in joy and be led back in peace. Friends, we are still in the process of learning what new things God is doing in our midst as we form and reform community over and over again. And we will continue to be doing that. My prayer for myself and for all of us is simply this, that each and every time we do that, we shall remember that you shall go out with joy and be led back in peace over and over again, and that as we do so, God is in our midst, and the trees of the field are clapping their hands in joy along with us. So for our student friends and their parents and our faculty and our staff, prayers are with you in these next couple of days as we finish finals and head towards graduation. For all the rest of us, may we be witnesses to community forming and reforming. And may we know deep in our bones that wherever we are, God is with us in the midst of that process. Go in peace, my friends, and I hope that sometime today you look up and see the trees of the field clapping their hands. Amen.